Hi everyone, this is part 6, day 2 of this project that I'm doing. So I'm building the model and then build it again. So each time I'm rebuilding it, I'm making a whole different airplane, similar to the first one I'm doing. Right now I'm trying to complete the first one. This is part 6, day 2 of this project. Okay, so this is the plane. All the ring is glued already. Everything is done. So I have to glue the aileron on the cover, the top cover of the plane. I gotta glue that. I gotta glue this part. And I gotta glue the elevator. This goes right here. I gotta glue that. And I gotta put the top cover in here. This top cover I gotta put on top and glue everything. So this is the tail is already glued. And this is where we at. So right now I gotta put this part in. Now all the electronic is done already. This part is already placed, and the wires is hooked up. And as you can see, all the electronics is already done. Now I need to put the cover and this part. I'm gonna put it right in here on top, and I should be done. Okay. Now I'm gonna set up the aileron. This is where the aileron gonna be. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna do it right now. So as you can tell, this is the aileron. I just set that up, and I did this one. This the other one, the other one. I use this now this is the tail of the plane. So I put the elevator on. Okay, so this doesn't sit properly because I put some stuff there, bend it like this. But I'm still gonna try to fly the plane like that. Maybe I may have to change that. This part gonna be right here on the top of the plane, right there. That's where it's gonna be. And I'm about to glue that. This is how I glue it. I use this type of tape. I think it's a I forgot the name of that tape. It's a dark tape that I use. Why? I don't know. Because it's flexible and it's not gonna rip. So last time I had some tape here before. It wasn't a good job. So this flexible move up and down. So I have this scotch tape here. Hopefully this thing fly. The key is I'm just trying to set this plane in a way that it can fly. So once it flies, I'm gonna redo it. This time I'm gonna modify the plane completely. I'm gonna do another version. I'm using a different form. Those form, you can't paint it. Anything you put in there is bended by itself. I found it very difficult to maintain the plane. So most likely I'm gonna redo the plane again. With all the equipment. I'm gonna break it apart, take all the parts out of there, and redo the plane again. I'm using a different form. Okay, but in the meantime, this thing, hopefully it flies. So the elevator, the aileron is put on. I'm gonna glue this thing in a few minutes. This part I'm gonna glue it, and the electronics is all set up. It's always good before you start gluing stuff, you double check the electronics is working and the CG is working. So maybe I should demonstrate the CG for you guys. but I want to do it with this thing on because I'm putting weight on. So I'll check the CD with you guys later on. Right now we have the aileron is on, the elevator is going to be on, and the water, which is here, is going to be on pretty soon too. So I have all the parts ready to go. So hopefully we get this thing done today. So tomorrow we're going to do the maiden test. Hopefully this thing can fly. So I'm about to glue the top. So I think I'm finished with this part. I'm finished this part. I'm going to put it right here. So I'm going to glue it. Before I glue it, I said, let me check the electronics. It's always good to make sure the electronics is working 100%, you know. So right now, I'm about to check the electronic to see if it's working 100%. Let me turn the plane. Okay. As you can see, the nose is heavy, it's light. So if I put this thing right here, see the thing gonna drop. Okay, so gonna drop. So the nose dropped. Okay, so that's the nose of the plane. I'm gonna check the electronic to see if everything's working the way it's supposed to work. Let me plug this one in. So I guess it's this way. I don't know if we have batteries. What the hell? Why it doesn't go? What the hell was that? Oh, some glue. I had some glue in there. Alright, so it should be fine now. Why would I have some glue in there? Earlier I was trying to plug the battery. I was having a problem plugging the battery. So now I think everything's solved. So I have my remote control. So I'm about to start it. Earlier when I turned the remote control, this thing was on the middle. I have a safety net, safety guard. This thing has to be down like this. Now I'm turning it on. So now I'm gonna see if everything works. So this is the aileron. It's moving. And I have something on the tail. Let me turn this thing, you can see it. It is moving. This part on the tail. This these wires. See if it's moving. That's the aileron. This will be the elevator. This part is supposed to be the elevator. It's moving. Now the speed. Now I'm gonna see if it's the plane's moving forward. I'm gonna put the power on. Is the plane moving forward? That's been the propeller is placed the propeller where the wire is right. So let me see if he's moving forward. Okay, so he's moving forward. Because if he doesn't move forward, see, let's turn it the other way. Move this thing back there. Let's see, it's gonna come forward toward us. Okay, this doesn't look like. It is moving forward. So if it's moving forward, it's fine. There's another way you can check this out because this is not, it's not moving smooth in there. There's another way we can check it. See, we're behind the tail. If we're behind the tail, you're supposed to feel the wind coming back there, coming toward your face. I can feel the planes moving. And when I put it this way, I don't feel the wind coming at me. The wind moving, you see, if you look at something on the back, like those papers by the VCR or by the cable backs, you're gonna feel like it's moving. Okay, so that means the propeller was, it's the connection for the propeller is fine. So now I can start gluing everything now. So I think the electronics is fine. Now what's left to do is CG and glue everything. Okay, so as you can see, everything is set to go. The only thing I'm missing is the cover. The equipment is placed, all the equipment, and balance the plane. This is the plane. I can see right where the plane touch this surface. If you look at it where it touches the surface, it's right there in the center of gravity. So the battery is placed, everything is placed on the plane, everything. Now the only thing is missing is this part. You probably says, if you put this part here, does it balance? It's depending where you put this. Right now it does balance, you know. If you look at it, it does balance. So I'm gonna put it on top of something. You're gonna see how high it is. You can see the bottom of it. Now the plane, the only thing is missing in this part. I have to glue this part. I'm done. So now I'm gonna use this foam to secure the body because I don't want the body to be moving back and forth. Right now the body is this part is holding body. The bag is holding it. I'm gonna cut this thing into pieces, put it inside there, which is gonna hold the body. So at this level, I'm gonna use the whole weight of it, put it on top here to see if it's changed, if the plane balance. Right now I'm gonna, so now let me show you something. Okay, this is this piece, the car. If I put it anywhere, you're gonna see the thing change. You see the balance change. If I put it all the way in the back, the weight change. Okay, if I go like this is the same weight, the same thing. Now look at the plane. The tail touch the flower. That's touch this surface. It's not supposed to be like this. You see? That means it's not balanced. The center of gravity is on the back of the plane. This is why I have to make sure. You see, now we move. Now it's go back to the center. When I put this right in the right spot, it does the job. This part gonna be on the front, so this is very light. It doesn't move it that much. Okay, so let me try to do the center of gravity and glue the whole thing. I'm done with the plane. So I'm gonna show you the center of gravity of the plane, exactly where it's supposed to be. Now this is the bottle that I have. That's the center of the gravity of the plane. This is where it's supposed to be. This is the bottle that I have. I put this thing on the right spot. It's still balanced. Okay, it's still balanced. And I put this thing on top of it too. But this is gonna be right here. That's where it's gonna be. So the plane balance. See the plane balance. I put well, we all know what this thing is. It's a bottle that I purchased. Hydroperoxide. That's what it is, yeah. So I purchased it, and I have this bottle here, so I'm using the bottle to show you the center of gravity. This is where the plane is. All I have to do, glue this thing, I'm good. Okay. That's the plane. Basically, I'm about to glue this thing. I'm done with the plane. Okay, so I'm going, and I will show you guys whether the plane is flying or not for the time being for this video. So I'm just gonna glue it and I'll show you how it looks like after I'm finished gluing everything. Oh, I'm gonna put a door right there. I'm gonna put a door right there in order to access the battery, to unplug the battery, and change the batteries if I need to go charge the battery and charge the battery. This piece, I'm going to cut it into pieces to put it inside the battery to hold it. That's why I put this piece in there. Let's just make sure the balance is going to be okay.